Number 6, if triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ, you have to find Y. Well, based on the order of the letters, I know that AB has to compare to XY in the same way that AC would compare to XZ. So when I fill in what I know AB is 2Y. That compares to Y plus 3 in the same way that 17.5 compares to 14. Cross multiply, I would do 2Y times 14, and that would equal 17.5 times Y plus 3. So that's 28Y would equal 17.5Y plus, and 17.5 times 3 is 52.5. So then I can subtract 17.5y on each side and get 10.5 would equal 52.5. Divide each side by 10.5. So y equals 5. Number 7, the ratio of the measures of the sides of a triangle is 2 to 5 to 6. If the length of the longest side is 48 inches, find the perimeter. Well, 2 to 5 to 6 could also be 2x to 5x to 6x. So the longest side would be the 6x, and it's going to be 48 inches. So 6x would equal 48. So now I know x, 48 divided by 6 is 8. So if I did 2 times 8, that's 16. And then 5 times 8, that's 40. And then 6 times 8, that's 48. So now I know the three sides of the triangle are 16, 40, and 48. So if I add all those up, I get 14, that's 8, 9, 10. So it would be 104 inches. Number 8, you have to find the measure of angle I. Well, I know GF is parallel to JI, which means GI is a transversal. So angle G and angle I are alternate interior angles, so they would be congruent. And angle F and angle J would be congruent because they would be alternate interior angles. So by angle-angle similarity, the triangles are similar. So if I can figure out angle G, I can figure out angle I. So I would add up 53 and 45 and get 98. And I would subtract that from 180. So 180 minus 98 is 82. So if angle G is 82, then angle I is 82 because they were congruent. Number 9, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. You know, AB equals 8, BC equals 13, and AC equals 15. And you know, DF is 20. You have to find the perimeter of triangle DEF. Well, first of all, I drew a picture, a pretty decent sketch of each triangle. I knew A had to correspond to D, B had to correspond to E, and C had to correspond to F. So I can make up proportions if I wanted to figure out DE. Well, DE is going to compare to AB. So I said AB compares to DE in the same way that, and then I had to pick two sides that I knew the lengths of. So I picked AC and DF, compares to AC to DF. So when I fill in what I know, 8 compares to DE in the same way that 15 compares to 20. So 15 DE is equal to 160, 8 times 20. Divide each side by 15. So now I know DE is equal to, so if I do 160 divided by 15, 15 goes into 60 10 times, that's 150 with 10 left over, so that's 10 fifteenths. 10 fifteenths can each be divided by 5 to get me down to 2/3. So I know DE is 10 2/3. Then to figure out EF, well, I know EF compares to BC on the other triangle. So I can say 13 compares to EF in the same way that 15 compares to 20. So 15 EF, 13 times 20 is 260. Divide by 15. So 15 goes into 260 17 times with 5 left over. So then 5/15 is going to reduce down to 1/3. So I end up with 17 1/3. Or excuse me. Yeah. So that's 17 1/3. So if I want the perimeter, I would add up 10 2/3 plus 17 1/3 plus 20. So 10 plus 17, that's 27. 2/3 plus 1/3 is 3/3. So that's actually 28, and 28 plus 20 is 48. Number 10, triangle ABC is similar to triangle JKL. You know, AB equals 12, BC is 18.4, KL is 6.9, and JL is 5.6. You have to find the scale factor of ABC to JKL. So if I'm starting at ABC and going to JKL, 18.4 reduces to 6.9, so that's a reduction. So if I have a reduction, I know that I need a scale factor less than 1. So I'm going to compare 6.9 to 18.4, because those are the only two corresponding sides that I knew the measurements for both of them. So I'm going to multiply both of them by 10 and say that's 69 over 184, and then just reduce that fraction. I think each of these can be divided by 3, because 6 plus 9 is 15, and 15 can be divided by 3, so that's 23. 184 divided by 3. Nope, that can't be divided by 3. That's wrong. They can be divided by 23. So if I divide by 23, then it reduces down to 3/8. So my scale factor is, so basically I got to come up with what can I multiply. Yeah, it's 3/8.